Lucy, and today's super weird camera angle is brought to you by the fact that I am in a new location. I'm back in Sydney and couldn't find anywhere high enough to put this camera, so it's actually like tilted up at my face, so hopefully it's a good angle. But either way, the sun's about to go down, people are about to arrive, so I thought I'd just really quickly film this video. So let's get into it. Basically, this video is about Melt Cosmetics Stacks, their new eyeshadows. This company has done lipsticks for the last couple of years. They're an indie brand. Their shades are super matte. Right now I'm wearing 666 on my lips and it's their signature burgundy shade. And they have just released their eyeshadows. Now when I found out they were doing eyeshadows, I was so excited because I love their lipsticks. Their shades are just really unique. This burgundy shade is just like in between brown and red and black. It's just awesome. And I also have their dark blue one, and I've got another baby pink one called Darling. And they're just amazing, and I've always wanted to get some of their other ones. But I kind of held off because of the formula. Like, I do like their lipsticks, but they are quite drying, and they do have this melted candle kind of smell, which it doesn't appeal to everyone. But can I just say, like, this particular shade makes my teeth look so white that I really do need to wear it more often. Like, ding! Amazing. Anyway, so they've released these super unique eyeshadows in the same signature matte black packaging as their lipsticks. And on my eyes today, I've just got home from work. I wore hardly any makeup today, but I thought, you know what? I need to get this video done and I need to film myself wearing these eyeshadows. So I just kind of played around with the eyeshadow stack. But just before I explain what I've got on my eyes right now, I will show you the little thing that came in the box, which shows you the first one, which is Dark Matter. And this is the promotional image. So these stacks are magnetic with 4 large eyeshadows. Large. Everyone else is comparing on their videos to a MAC eyeshadow. I can just hold this up and show you that it's large. I don't need to compare it to a MAC. It's just large. It's basically like the size of a sugar pill or the size of a blush, basically. So these eyeshadows are, you know, not the cheapest eyeshadows, but at the same time, you get them in this really cool packaging that's very great for travel. And the size and the quality of the product itself pretty much warrants the price. Then on the other side, we've got the Lovesick stack. This is the one that I was drawn to the most, but in the end I figured by the time I pay shipping and all of that, fuck it. So I just got both because I thought, what if it sells out? Because these Melt lipsticks are always sold out. Like, I remember even trying to get these ones. I had to wait so long before the ones I wanted were all in stock at the same time, and then purchase them in one go, and then pay in US dollars, and then pay shipping. So I just thought these are gonna be so popular. I kind of just am a bit of an impulsive shopper when it comes to makeup, as you probably already know. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know that. And I'm meant to be saving because I'm going to Europe in just a couple of weeks. So anyway, that's not really going so well. Let's not talk about that now. So I'm just going to get straight into it, and you know what's really cool is they're all joined together right now. So literally, this is it. And I don't want to drop it, but the magnets are like pretty strong. But this is what they look like. So they come in a stack. So you can see that there's 5 compartments. So the top is a lid and a mirror, and then there's 4 eyeshadows. And there's all these different ways you can stack them. I'm not going to go into that because everyone has posted already on Instagram and whatever. So just click on the hashtag, which is, I think, Melt Love Stacked or Lovesick Stack. No, Melt, I don't know. Melt Cosmetics, and there's Dark Matter Stack and Lovesick Stack, or Melt Lovesick or Melt Dark Matter. There's all these hashtags, so hashtag your shit. But anyway, the first one that I'm going to show you is Dark Matter because that's what I'm wearing right now. So as you can see, the top opens and there's a mirror. And these magnets, like, you can stack them in any order, so the lid will go right underneath if you want to do that. You can stick it to the top. I think the way it works is there's a magnet in one side of the circle, so it will only magnetize in one direction. But it can go like that. But I guess that's alright, like if you want to just flip it to the side and use it, but I think the easiest way to use it is to just stack them all half across and have it laid out. This is how I did my makeup today, so I just laid them all out on my table like that, and just so you can access like, you know, 2/3 of the eyeshadow, and then very carefully slide them back together. Because I have heard that some people have like scraped the eyeshadow with itself and, you know, got a big dent in it or whatever. And that is the thing, you know, when you're moving things around, you're always going to break them. I break stuff all the time. It's just a thing. So I'm just going to swatch them really, really quickly. So the first one is Blur, and I'll just show you on my finger because I'm just lazy. So that is Blur. It's on this finger here, and it's just like, maybe I'll hold it up to the camera. So the first shade is Blur, and it's on this finger here. So it's kind of like a peachy light nude color, and these ones in this stack are all matte. And then the next shade, so I put that on my eyelid, just on my lid and a little bit on my brow bone, and then I blended into the crease with the next shade, which is Unseen. I don't think there's any point me swatching it on my hands. I think you can see how awesome it is. So this is Unseen. So it's kind of like a warm orangey brown, and it just blends really well with the first shade. And then in my crease, I blended a little bit of the black shade, which is called Dark Matter. And this black is just completely, truly matte black. And I only used the tiniest little bit just to add depth here. And I'm guessing that I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. I mean, I've got lots of black eyeshadows from lots of different brands, but in the end, there's so many different types of black. You know, there's grey black, there's blue black, there's warm black, etc., etc. This one's really good. And then the final shade is Enigma, and I'm pretty sure this is the one that's inspired by the lipstick that I'm wearing. So I just put this underneath my eye and blended it out a little bit with the other two warmer brownie ready colours. So that is that stack. That's the Dark Matter stack. I think that's what it's called. I keep forgetting what they're called. That is the Dark Matter stack. So next is the Lovesick stack. Here it is. So, of course, you've got your mirror, and then the first shade, which is just amazing because I love purple. So the first shade is called Promiscuous, and it's a metallic-y purple, but I have heard and I have seen that if you put it over a black base, it goes a bit blue, and it does have apparently a bit of a duochrome finish to it. I don't want to swatch the other ones because they're matte and you kind of know what they do, but I think I'll swatch these ones for you guys because they're just a little bit different. And then the next shade, which, oh, I'm obsessed with, because this is based on one of their lipsticks as well, which is their bluey grey lipstick, and this is called Fixated, and it's a matte shade, and I do think that it's going to require like a darker base to make it sort of show up. And I found this is probably the least pigmented one out of all of them so far. It doesn't really pay off as well as the other ones, but it's just a really nice colour, so I'm looking forward to using that. And to be honest, maybe it's a good thing that it's a little more subtle, because that could be a very, very non-wearable look for a daily basis. And oh my god, this one, I was so excited about this because, you know, I love peachy blush, I love peach eyeshadow. You know, I was really, really excited about the Sparkle Baby palette from Sugar Pill because their colour, I think, is Kitten Parade, which I wear all the time, or maybe it's Candy Crush. I get the names confused with that one, but they've got their peach with golden shimmer. And so this is Melt Cosmetics version. So this one's called Amelie, and oh my god, I love the name because it's one of my favourite movies of all time. But this one just has a really amazing gold shimmer to it, and I'm just so excited to use that. Also, I'm definitely going to be using this as a cheek highlight slash blush because I'm all about that peach. And the final shade, and I can't remember if this is the one that's inspired by the lipstick I'm wearing or if it's the one in the other palette, but this is Lovesick. I think this might be the one that's inspired by this lipstick, but I can't remember. Anyway, this one's matte, and it's just like a beautiful dark burgundy red. So you can see that all these colours are very like jewel toned, and I can't wait to use them. And I don't know if there's anything else that I should really tell you about these eyeshadows apart from the fact that if you're on a budget, don't buy them. If you've got lots of spare money, do buy them. If you like new colours, try them. And if you want to see what it looks like, follow me on Instagram at Lucy Helena, and I'm sure you'll see me becoming more and more obsessed with this set of eyeshadow palettes just over the coming weeks. So that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!